Nick Ismoff, I place split end defensive back, and I'm a junior.
Frank Cicero, quarterback, I'm a sophomore.
Gene Vaz, quarterback, junior.
Kurt Island, running back, sophomore.
Rich Ahern, guard, sophomore.
Tony Cooper, flanker, defensive back, 12th grade.
Mike Raintrade, flanker. Barry Lomax, running back, junior.
March Apple, split end, senior.
Tracy Lucas, fullback, junior.
Brad Montani, defensive back, sophomore.
Tom Gutzloff, running back, defensive end, 12th grade.
Eric Bowman, running back, linebacker, and I'm a junior.
Steve Antola, defensive back, junior.
My name is Mike Brown, defensive back, running back, senior.
Jamie Ahern, running back, and I'm a junior.
Larry Davidson, fullback, senior.
My name is Willie Gallo, 11th grade, I'm a running back. Bob Kenny, free safety, and I'm a senior.
Phil Pinto, defensive back, junior.
Roger Gabriel, I'm a center and I'm a senior.
George Cromie, center, I'm a junior.
John Bostley, defensive tackle, and I'm a junior. Todd Picciolo, center, sophomore.
George Sauer, offensive guard, junior.
Joe Vita, defensive tackle, junior.
Mike Sabian, linebacker, senior.
Jason Freeman, halfback, sophomore.
Dean Smith, guard, sophomore. Mike Goldman, guard, sophomore.
Matthew Harrigan, nose guard, offensive guard, and senior. Matt Nahaley, guard, senior.
Matt Peterson, center, sophomore.
Tom Kay, tackle, sophomore.
Dave Montague, offensive tackle, senior.
Max Berkowitz, sophomore tackle.
Brian Falco, tackle, sophomore.
Junior.
Kevin Campbell, defensive tackle, junior.
Tom Turner, offensive tackle, senior. Sean Panchuk, split end, junior.
Tim Farrell, tight end, junior.
Mark Allen, tight end, defensive end, sophomore. Brian Kelly, split ends, senior. Lou Scott, split end, senior.
Mike Cavino, tight end, sophomore.
Brad Mustavny, running back, sophomore.
Brian Roach, defensive back, sophomore. Ryan Cataract, Senior Manager.
Jason Peck, Manager, Junior. Donald Cooper, Manager, Sophomore. Paul Vitola, Manager, Sophomore.
This is like the end of drag.
Yeah, if you keep quiet, if you keep quiet, please. Coach Mike Herbst, offensive backs, defensive linebackers, and ends.
That's all.
Papa Fay, defensive board.
Frank Mata, sophomore JV coach. I gotta get you the names.
Al Johnson, sophomore JV coach.
Coach McDougal, head coach of the #1 Class LL 1985 state champions.
Senior. Kevin Shivers is the center. He's a junior. Matt Rodriguez is coming out at guard. Matt is a senior. Chris Dietrich is a junior. He starts at the other guard position. Chris Heaney is now out, number 63. He's the other offensive guard. Chris is a senior and also a co-captain. Lee Hieronymus, starting tackle, number 67. Excellent two-way performer. Big Mark Trzynski, number 81, will start at tight end where he has all year. And Kevin McKeon rounds out the starting offensive unit, number 89. Tony Cooper will start now for Trumbull at defensive back. Tom Getzloff will start at defensive end for Trumbull. Getzloff is 5'10", 183. He's a senior. Eric Goldman will start at linebacker for Trumbull. He's 5'10", 180 and a junior. Number 36, Michael Brown, one of the co-captains for Trumbull, will start at defensive back. He's 6'1", 185, and he is a senior. Another defensive back, number 43, Bob Kinney, 6'2", 165, a senior. Number 44, Bill Pinto, starting at defensive back for Trumbull, 5'5", 130, and a junior. Getting to the bigger boys, number 61, Joe Fita, tackle, 6'1", 220. Mike Musavian will start at linebacker, 5'9", 175, a senior. And at nose guard, number 67, Matt Harrigan, 6'1", 210. Kevin Canfield, number 77, will start at tackle, 6 foot, 200 pounds. And rounding out the defensive unit, number 82, Mark Allen, 6'1", 202, and a sophomore. Now we'll be getting underway any moment now. The CIAC, of course, is sponsoring 6 of these games throughout the state of Connecticut based upon the classifications. And the crowd will now rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Down to the right.
Glastonbury has lost the toss, but they will receive the ball to start the ball game. The captains are coming back out for the ceremonial toss. Glastonbury's captains are Rich Bowman, Chris Heaney, and Seth Jacoby. The actual toss, of course, took place several minutes ago. Fortunately, the field is in excellent shape considering the snow that we had on Thursday. There were 2 games that were played last evening, and those games, I'm sure, were played under less than best conditions. The field here at Willowbrook looks excellent. Glastonbury team is gathered around Hauser for some last-minute instructions. Hauser, of course, has done just a fantastic job here at Glastonbury. One of the primary reasons is we were very fortunate to have Joe Rosanna, one of the assistant coaches, come in 2 years ago to help Coach Hauser out. Coach Rosanna had been the head coach at Woodrow Wilson, and then when the Middletown and Woodrow Wilson schools combined, as so often happens in administrative moves, Coach Rosanna was not given the job at Middletown High. And frankly, although I'm sure Coach Rosanna wished he had gotten it, as far as we're concerned, Middletown's loss is Glastonbury's gain. He's done a tremendous job with the kids, and we hope very much that Coach Rosanna stays with us.
We're receiving against the wind.
Glastonbury will receive against the wind. As is normal, both Foster and McKeon will be deep for Glastonbury. Mike Vandell and Will Hill line up ahead of them. Gene Bottas will do the kickoff for Trumbull. Glastonbury has an excellent crowd here, as they have had all year. As you can see from the video, there aren't too many people here from Trumbull. And we're set to go. 1985 Class LL State Championship, if we can get somebody to hold the ball for the kickoff. In the background, you may actually pick up some of Coach Rosanna's instructions to Coach Hauser. Coach Rosanna is up here with Coach Hauser on the field. Foster with the kickoff. 15-yard. Up to the 29-yard line. Glastonbury will start 1st and 10 from its own 29-yard line. Petroselli made the tackle for Trumbull.
Yeah, one man that was not blocked, but otherwise was hey, Frank, I'm going to get them in and out in a hurry. Get them in and out of there in a hurry on the play.
I can't get these numbers up anymore, can you?
Looks like man 3.
Yeah, we come backside, Jays. Okay.
Finicaro in motion. Hill with the ball, off right tackle. Not a bad gain.
Tackled by Bob Kinney.
Bob Kinney made the tackle for Trumbull. Gain of about 5. 2nd down and 5.
Never mind, I'll talk to you later.
The interior line now for Glastonbury, starting from the center, is Shivers, Heaney, Rodriguez, Hieronymus, Dietrich, with the tight end being Trzynski. Jacoby brings him up. 2nd and 5.
think backside's our game plan.
Foster with the ball, but slips. Harrigan makes the tackle for Trumbull. Glastonbury is back to the original line of scrimmage. So although the field looks good, obviously there are still some slippery spots. McKeon brings in the play from the bench. 3rd down, 10 yards to go.
He's the offset man. Oh no, he's the front side. Okay, he's the tight end, right?
Shivers breaks the huddle.
See how they're playing your wing, Frank?
Short waggle to the right side. Jacoby's pass is incomplete.
Coverage by Mike Brown.
Mike Brown was on the coverage for Trumbull.
We can go with the waggle up. I think we can go backside.
Glastonbury brings in its punting unit.
They're rushing from the outside.
Sean Fay punts for Glastonbury. Fair catch called. Trumbull will start 1st and 10 from about its own 43-yard line.
Gary Kroll on the coverage.
Gary Creel from Glastonbury on the coverage. Gary's a senior.
They're not playing it. They're playing tight end.
Yeah, read them off tonight. Bottas hands the ball off to number 33.
33 is Goldman, Eric Goldman.
Eric Goldman. Babin makes the tackle. So Scotty Babin's going to get in there and play defense today, even if he can't play some offense. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Just got to make sure the tight end runs through the post and the wingback of the guy should be over. 36 is Mike Brown. He's also a back.
Thank you, Joe. 36 is Michael Brown. He's also in the backfield for Trumbull. So Golden and Brown are in the backfield. Bottas is the quarterback. Not much of a gain there. See Lee Hieronymus and Matt Rodriguez. Brown with the carry. Not much of a gain. Bringing up about 3rd and 6. Trumbull taking their time getting in and out. Bottas brings them up. Quick slant pass is complete. Vandell on the coverage.
He's got to go get it. He's just got to go get it.
Fancook made the catch.
Sean Fancook made the catch. Good for a 1st down for Trumbull. Just a quick slant in. Brings the ball across the half into Glastonbury territory. 1st and 10, Trumbull on Glastonbury's 43. Straight hand off to Brown. Lee Hieronymus on the tackle. And Scotty Babin once again. 2nd and 9. Early in the game, but Trumbull appears to be satisfied to basically go in on slashing type of runs and haven't gone outside yet. A little bit of an option. Scotty Babin once again.
Right.
Babin.
Golden on the carry.
Babin and Rodriguez. Middle.
3rd down and a long 4 yards to go. Let's see if we can pick up some tendencies here. Last time with 3rd down, they split wide left. Bottas just turned up. Quick slant pass in. 2 wide receivers left and right here. 2 backs in the backfield.
Yeah, split.
Bottas goes outside. Almost looked like a broken play.
The option.
Mike Zimmerman, sophomore, made the tackle for Glastonbury. Bada simply went down the line, almost looked like he lost the handle on it for a moment. Ball down to Glastonbury's 28-yard line. Footing does appear to be slippery. Straight handoff. Nothing doing. Got Jeffrey Coco, Kirby Erlinson. Looks like they lost a yard or so. 2nd and 11.
That's it.
Trumbull does appear to have the size on the line. Glastonbury may be quicker. Just a quick pitch. Pretty good run there by Goldman. Babin once again. Eric Goldman with the carry. Goldman's 5'10", 180. He's a junior. 3rd down and about 7 yards to go. Babin's in on about 80% of the tackles thus far. Scotty's a senior. And although he obviously is a good football player, I feel his first love really is wrestling. Looking for a state championship this year. Be nice to have 2 of them, Scotty. Quick slant in again. This time he goes over. He went in and went out. Kevin McKeon on the coverage. He had McKeon beat there, but he overthrew his receiver.
Keep that name right. Yeah, make him throw outside. Take the inside away.
Kevin was looking for the inside that time. Bada's just pumped a little bit and let his receiver go.
Taking a lot of time to get that 25-second count.
4th down, Trumbull. 7 yards to go. Bada springs him up, and he'll go wide right. 2 backs in the offensive backfield. He gives it off. 33. No first down that time. Rodriguez with the tackle, along with Finicaro. Glastonbury holds. 1st and 10, G-Berry. Glastonbury will take over approximately its own 20-yard line. Field position thus far really has only been dictated by the fact that Glastonbury was unable to move and then had to punt. Jacoby throws on the waggle, intercepted, pass intended for Finicaro. Tony Cooper. There was a flag down on the field.
This way.
Trumbull.
Procedure call against Glastonbury. Obviously, Trumbull will decline the penalty, and they will take over 1st and 10. Jacoby simply waggled out, tried to make the pass back to the wingback Finicaro. He was well covered, was a nice interception. So Trumbull takes over once again just inside Glastonbury's territory, approximately the 47-yard line.
Put Mike inside that guy. He's too far. He's Vandal inside.
Quick counter handoff. Big break. Big break.
He's gone.
Touchdown Trumbull. Michael Brown. 47-yard touchdown run. Just a quick fake to one back, gave it back to Brown. Broke off right tackle, just cut back against the grain. Outraced Finicaro to the goal line. So Trumbull takes the early lead.
Just cut back against the grain. That's it.
47 yards.
Yeah. Who is it? It looks like it's there.
He's Maloff holding.
Extra point attempt is good. Bottas with the kick. Ismailov with the hold. 5:22 left to play in the first quarter. Trumbull draws first blood 7-0. Brown is a senior, the fellow that scored the touchdown for Trumbull, 6'1", 185. He's also Trumbull's co-captain. Glastonbury will line up again with McKean and Foster deep. Bottas will come out and kick off for Trumbull. Curiously enough, Foster and McKean have switched sides on the kickoff return.
And he was looking at the split end. Trubisky was open, but it's just regular waggle on the passes. You got to fly back and run on the split end side. Can you run left? 129.
Right, counter trap. Just not the counter trap. You don't slip on it.
Bottas' kick goes in the end zone. Glastonbury will start 1st and 10 from its own 20-yard line.
Good, you open the thing. Good. There's a wind effect.
Glastonbury's been behind several times this year.
I just need a block by the right halfback. You just need a block by the right halfback. You don't need to shoot.
Jacoby hands off to Foster, coming around the left side. Following Rodriguez, but not much there.
Allen on the tackle.
Allen made the tackle for Trumbull.
That wasn't a play.
Mandel brings the play in from Coach Hauser. Field must be a lot more slippery than it appears up here. Everything seems to be in slow motion. Straight handoff to Hill.
Shiver's not handling it.
DeCenzo makes the stop for Trumbull. 3rd and 8. McKean brings in the play. Should be a Freudian slip. It should be a pass.
61. It's just over the 3 line. Get even now. 4-man rush.
Jacoby waggles right.
Just changes. Brown on the coverage.
Pass intended for McKean, no good. Brown on the coverage. Brings up 4th down again for Glastonbury. Getting off very slowly here.
So they had the zones covered now.
Sean Fay goes back to punt for G-Berry. Must be like punting a brick. Nice run back. Tom Gutzloff with the return. Bill Egan made the stop for Glastonbury. 3:58 left to play in the first quarter. Referee's timeout. Got a man down on the field. Once again, Trumbull has excellent field position. They'll start at about Glastonbury's 37-yard line. Trumbull's thrown 2 passes so far. One just a quick slant in from the left. The other was designed to go in and out.
Brian Raymond down.
Brian Raymond is the injured Glastonbury player. Brian is a senior.
It's a shoulder pad.
Nothing fancy from Trumbull. It's basically coming right at you. They have more size than the Glastonbury line. Brian's up.
Left shoulder.
Looks like an injury to his left shoulder.
I think he converts to the trap. As far as that there.
Brian's played a lot of football this year for Glastonbury.
No, to the touch. You're right.
1st and 10, Trumbull. Glastonbury's 37-yard line. Just a straight handoff. Nothing to it.
Just grab this thing.
Zimmerman and Erlinson on the stop. Goldman, however, picks up 9 yards. 2nd and 1. Just straight ahead football.
Right? Take a couple plays and go right at him, huh?
Bottas with a quarterback sneak. Huge hole. Huge hole. Huge hole. Erlinson again from defensive end makes the tackle deep in the backfield. 1st and goal, Trumbull. Ball on the 8-yard line of Glastonbury. Bottas simply just went right off his center. Nobody there.
Full house, right? Wishbone, right?
Trumbull goes into the wishbone. First time we've seen that this game. Lead blocks. There he is again in the end zone. Brown. Good blocking by Trumbull.
Wishbone right.
First time Trumbull came out in the wishbone. Simply gave it to the deep back. Let the lead backs come through with the blocking.
Settle him down. Dive and counter trap or something.
Kick is good again. 2:39 left to play in the first quarter. Trumbull's jumped out to a very quick 14-0 lead. Tomahawks appear very sluggish on defense. Bottas got off a real fine kick the last time over Corey Foster's head right into the end zone. Apparently there's more wind than it looks like up here.
I'll also take a look at the exact type of planes put in. You get that guy in an island out there, really, just like,
Bottas approaches the ball. And Kean takes the ball, falls, slips. 1st and 10, Glastonbury on its own 4.
Cross black split. High.
Anything on his planning on him? You see him walk?
61 is.
G. Berry in a deep hole once again. Straight handoff.
Allen on the tackle.
Allen made the tackle for Trumbull. Will Hill with the carry. Trumbull's defensive line, very quick, very quick. Moves off the blocks very quickly, fills the hole.
5 yards
2nd and 5.
Look at it.
Just gang it up on your tight end wing side so you can block it. This should be a decent play.
It's a 6-set.
So deep switch
Finicaro goes in motion.
closed by the end.
Hill with the carry. Nice stamina by Will. Not much of a hole there. Bob Kinney makes the stop for Trumbull. Will did that pretty much on his own. 3rd and 1. Glastonbury desperately needs this first down. McKeon brings in the play from the bench.
That's good. I agree. Well, that's what they're doing.
1:10 and counting left in the first quarter. Going to be close. Depends on the referee's spot. That defensive line is handling the offensive line from Glastonbury at the present time. Referees will call time. Probably bring a measurement in.
Where he puts that foot.
From here, it would appear that it's a first down. Let's hope I'm right. All right, G. Berry. Come on, guys. Let's go. That offensive line has got to establish momentum. They're making one hit. Trumbull simply standing them up and sliding into the hole. Obviously, there isn't great footing out there for the backs. Guys in both lines will have a lot to do with the outcome of this game.
Frank, I tell you, the counter trap is there.
Once again, nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Trumbull players around the Glastonbury ball carrier. Kutzloff made the initial hit for Trumbull. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12.
This side here, and nobody on the trap at 6, not 4.
Is that the formation you called, Frank? You screwed it up. You screwed it up.
Hill's been carrying most of the time thus far. That's the end of the first quarter. Not the best start for us, but we've been down before. That offensive line from Glastonbury's got to establish some momentum here.
That's still there. There's nobody there. I'm showing you the hat.
Second and 12, Glastonbury. Ball still very deep in Glastonbury territory, down around the 13-yard line. Finicaro in motion. Oh, mix-up in the backfield. Jacoby's pass almost intercepted. Goldman almost intercepted for Trumbull. Goldman and Brown seem to be everywhere for Trumbull. 3rd and 12. Need a break here, Tomahawks.
Third and long situation against this defense. Chris for us.
Jacoby's pass intended for McKeon, incomplete. Excellent coverage by Trumbull. Glastonbury got into the state playoffs very early because of the power ratings. Trumbull obviously has them well scouted. 4th down. Ball deep. Glastonbury's 13-yard line. Sean Fay's right back to the end line, to the goal line for the kick.
Oh, who the hell's that?
He's down. Right, 55.
Bill Egan on the coverage. Good punt by Sean Fay out to midfield. Got a penalty down, it looks. Thus far, Trumbull's had excellent field position. In their first 3 possessions, they were stopped down around the 20, and then they've scored on their last 2 possessions. They've had excellent field.
Must be against them if we're getting the option. Discussing the options.
Penalty appears to be against Trumbull. Now, if Glastonbury can keep them there, force a fumble or otherwise, get ourselves right back in this ball game. 11:42 to go in the first half. It's a clipping penalty on the run back. So Trumbull will start 1st and 10 just inside its own 35-yard line. Same backs, Vadas, Goldman, Brown. Right off right tackle. Lee Hieronymus on the stop. Gain of about 4, 2nd and 6.
Frank.
Quick handoff, not much. Babin and Richie Bowman on the stop. 3rd down and a long 3 yards to go.
I don't know if he's reading you or not. He's holding that kid a long time.
Ooh, almost intercepted. Mike Zimmerman almost with the interception. Penalty down. Good coverage by Zimmerman. Zimmerman is one of the sophomores that starts. Mike actually is playing with a broken hand. 4th down. Procedure called, declined by Glastonbury. Presumably, Trumbull will punt. Vadas goes back. Vadas obviously is their all-purpose back. Quarterback, punter, PAT man. It's a high punt by Vadas. Fair catch called.
36-yard line.
Mike Vandell made the catch. 1st and 10, G-Berry. Looks like on about its own 37-yard line. Maybe the best field position G-Berry's had yet. 9:56 to go in the first half. Tomahawks completely stymied so far on offense. Hill can't get any traction. Can't get any traction in that backfield. Harrigan on the stop for Trumbull. That defensive line is just bottling up the offensive line.
something with the split end. Also, come on at 500. So they gotta play.
Tomahawk's looking for something, anything at this point. Jacoby's pass to Trzynski is complete. Pinto on the stop. Fine catch, Mark Trzynski. He's been making them all year. 1st and 10, G-Berry. Finally, in enemy territory.
17 yards.
17-yard reception. 1st and 10, G-Berry on Trumbull's 43-yard line.
I want to see how they're going to play Trumbull in.
Yeah, that's the one. Go, now you got it. He's gone. All right.
Jacoby to McKeon.
14-yard line.
Switched them out.
28 yards.
Kinney stopped the touchdown for Trumbull. 28-yard completion. Jacoby to Kevin McKeon.
That's a good call because you got to get 67. Get to 67.
Ball on about the 17-yard line of Trumbull.
This is good. As I said, the reach is good.
Go Hawks.
Harry Foster.
Foster outside, nothing.
-3.
Pinto on the stop for Trumbull. No way Corey could turn up on that one. Remember now, Corey just needs 67 yards to break 1,000. Ball pushed back outside the 20-yard line. Would you believe? Trzynski. Jacoby to Trzynski. 21-yard touchdown pass. Marcus down in the end zone. They won't keep him down. Mark suffered a sprained ankle in practice in the middle of this week. It appears that that's the ankle. Mark is definitely a Division I prospect. McKeon's kick is good. Michael Vandell with the hole. Kevin Shivers with the snap. Glastonbury bounces back in here. 8:10 to go in the first half. 14-7. Now let's see if that defense can pick it up.
Wing side. Come back to the other side.
Kevin McKeon will kick off.
Right. Good.
The Twins are back, Goldman and Brown. Both Goldman and Brown are excellent backs. With the exception of one carry from Bottas, they've handled the ball exclusively.
Tell the straight linebacker.
Brown with the return. That man does not go down easily. Danny Maloney with the stop. And Tim Phelan. Much quicker this time. It was a good kickoff return. They'll start from their own 32-yard line. Mark Finicaro with the stop. Fine tackle.
He knew they were going away from strength. Going away from the formation, it looks like.
Brown still managed to gain almost 4 yards. Oh, nice play. Kirby Erlinson. Goldman with the carry. Erlinson and Babin have played fine games thus far defensively. 3rd and about 6. The only 2 passes attempted by Trumbull have been on 3rd downs. Both have been to a wide receiver, one inside, one outside. They've got wide receiver left here. Bottas back to pass. Mark Finicaro on the coverage. Almost intercepted by Finicaro, but does bring up 4th down. 6:40 left to play in the first half. Fine play by the fine overall play by the Glastonbury defensive team. Come on, momentum, switch.
The other thing is you gotta try and switch this.
Bottas back to kick. Not much of a kick. Get away from it. Okay, goes out of bounds. G. Berry will take over on or about its own 45-yard line. 6:33 to play. First half. Let's go offense. Jacoby with a long count. Ooh, almost a big hole. Almost a big hole.
Sorry, get that block, Frank. We got a big play.
Will Hill on the carry. Musavian on the stop for Trumbull. And Foster had that lead block.
But you can see that's what you play.
That's a big hole there.
That's right. And the only other thing is you got to run right 9.
Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
The other thing is right 9:21 down.
McKeon going deep. Kevin McKeon. Brown on the coverage for Trumbull. That's just that quick play where Seth pump fakes to Kevin. He holds at the line, heads down the sideline. Perfect pass. 35-yard completion. Jacoby to McKeon. 5:50 to play in the first half. G-Berry, 1st and 10. Trumbull's 24-yard line. Shivers breaks the huddle. Now that line is running up there. Quick pitch out to Corey Foster. Round the left side. Pretty good yardage. Matt Rodriguez leading the play. Brown makes the stop, pushes Foster out of bounds. 8-yard gain for Corey Foster. Good quick pitch left. Ball just outside the 15-yard line of Trumbull. McKeon brings in the play from Hauser. Krasinski's back in at tight end. Finicaro in motion. Jacoby rolls right, and he's brought down.
8-yard loss.
8-yard loss. Fida makes the initial hit for Trumbull. Seth rolled right, didn't see anybody. Field is slippery. Forward momentum by Trumbull, no place to go. 3rd and 12. Ball brought back out near the 25-yard line of Trumbull. Let's see what Frank sends in. Corey goes out on a split. Finicaro in motion left. Quick pass out to Corey Foster. Great coverage by Goldman. Great coverage by Trumbull. 4th and 10.
40 yards. 39.
Clock running. 4:37, 36. Glastonbury calls timeout.
First of all, Frank, you got to...
Frank Hauser's got to make the decision here whether to go for the field goal or not. You got 4th and long. 4:35 left to play in the first half. Looks like a field goal that would be beyond 40 yards. McKeon would have the wind in his favor if they chose to go for the field goal. Both the offensive and defensive line of the Tomahawks were handled the first 3 or 4 series by Trumbull, but seem to have found their composure and have done a good job, both offense and defense, the last 2 series. It's a tough decision for the coach to make, because if he goes for 4th down and doesn't make it, it's as good as a long punt. Trumbull's backed up very deep. Jacoby's back in, so obviously they're not going to go for the field goal. Kevin McKeon goes wide right. Jacoby with a waggle to the right. Pass intended for Mark Trzynski, a little bit high, incomplete. So Trumbull will take over 1st and 10, approximately its own 23-yard line. Ismailov with the coverage for Trumbull. 4:29 left to play in the first half. Plenty of time. Little turnover here wouldn't be too bad now. Trumbull taking its time coming in. Just a straight handoff, nothing fancy. Ball given to Goldman. Babin on the stop for G-Berry, along with Lee Hieronymus. Both Babin and Hieronymus are seniors. Gain of 3. Both Goldman and Brown seem to make 2, 3, 4 yards every time they carry it. Same formation for Trumbull, time and time again. Both Goldman and Brown stack up. That's Timmy Karowski, the nose guard, who made the tackle. Timmy's very quick. Very quick. 2nd and 7. The down marker reads 2nd, but it should be 3rd. Should be 3rd and 7. Now they've changed it. Bottas likes that slant pass on 3rd down. Taking their time sending the play in. Let's get a turnover here.
Yeah, you're all right calling it then. They're playing, you got to split end game. Just make sure that...
No surprises from Trumbull.
Can't block them.
No, just a straight handoff to Brown. Tough to bring down, but we brought him down short of the 1st down. Good runner, that Brown. Lee Hieronymus and Babin on the tackle. 4th and 1. Trumbull appears to be bringing the punt team in. Approximately 3 minutes to go in the first half. Let's see if they punt.
Punt return? How come nobody's back? No one's back for him. Yeah. How do we have no one back?
Fake punt. Glastonbury wasn't surprised because there was nobody deep for Glastonbury. That kid Brown is just tough to bring down. Finnecarroll made the stop. Simply a short snap to the up back, right off right tackle, pick his hole. Made 3 or 4 yards, enough for the first down. 1st and 10, Trumbull, just outside of its own 35-yard line.
Use your timeouts.
Bottas back to pass. Want to throw deep. McKeon back. Kevin McKeon with the interception. Got a convoy out of bounds. And we've got a flag down.
Stay with the split end game, Frank. Stay with the
Holly made the hit.
Let the flag be on the team with the same color.
27-yard return.
27-yard return with the interception for Kevin McKeon. And it is personal foul against Trumbull. Probably a late hit. G-Berry just outside Trumbull's 20-yard line. 2:18 left to play. Glastonbury has a couple of timeouts left. Big series, very big series for G-Berry.
They got to keep an island out there in the split end.
Bowman and Hill.
Rich Bowman in the backfield along with Wilfred Hill. Going with the big guys. Wilfred Hill off right tackle.
4 yards.
4-yard gain. Chris Heaney leading the blocking. Trumbull slides very well on its defensive line. Very well. Fight it with the tackle. Initial hit. Number 61, Trumbull. Gain of about 3. 2nd and 7. Less than 2 minutes to play in the first half.
You need a timeout after this one.
So you can just throw it. Look at the kick. Deal on that split end.
Jacoby with a quarterback sneak. Not much there. Not much there. Harrigan with the stop for Trumbull.
Make it quick.
3rd down. About 5 to go.
Go for 3.
Minute and a half to play in the first half.
He scuffed the first one badly.
Jacoby back. He's hit. G-Berry has recovered, however.
No kick, Frank. No.
Then you got to go counter crisscross again.
Seth was looking to throw to Kevin McKeon on the left side, but Kevin was well covered. Seth got blindsided from the back. Tried to pitch it out. 4th and 12.
77's coming out, Frank.
Less than a minute to play.
Even team is in, 77 is out.
Glastonbury still has timeouts, but if they don't complete this, they'll let the clock run.
This is a play. This is a bad play.
What did he call?
Hand off to Bowman around the right side.
67.
Flag is down. 26 seconds to play. Looked like a broken play, actually.
Corey wasn't in the game.
The most surprised person in the world was Richie Bowman when he got the ball.
Penalty against Trumbull.
Penalty against Trumbull. Now let's see how many yards it'll give him.
Offsetting, I believe. Yeah, but then there was another one of you.
Maybe 2 penalties.
I think there's 2 penalties.
If so, let's replay it. That's the worst that can happen to us.
That was a face match.
If you're going to go for it, is that an automatic first? Talk about it.
Is that first down? First down?
Let me see who's in the game.
First down.
Field goal.
Initial call seems to be a face mask against Trumbull, and it should be an automatic first down. I don't think the Trumbull coaches are too happy with this call. The CIAC rules do allow the coaches to come on the field to talk to the players, but I suspect they're using this as an opportunity to talk to the referees.
Gotta go across.
Referees appear to spot the ball just inside the 15-yard line.
To the split end side.
Chainman, however, still has 4th down on his marker over there.
That, I was going to suggest something just like it. Left 100, something where you put the left halfback in the flat. Nothing, nobody's coming.
The penalty did not bring the ball up to the first down marker.
I think if you could put a halfback in the flat.
So it would appear that Glastonbury will retain possession, but it will be 4th down and not first down. It's not an automatic first down. Coach Hauser is on the sidelines with Seth Jacoby. So G-Berry has a long 4 yards to go for first down. There's 26 seconds left to go in the first half. Ball is spotted approximately the 14-yard line of Trumbull.
42 is coming from the backside, or maybe in from the short side. Reed screen should be there.
Shoot left. No coverage
Come
up
on,
there.
Seth.
Go left. Go left.
Give it to him. Give it to him. Give it to him.
Quick pass to Corey Foster. Appears to be short of the first down, though. Great coverage by Mike Brown. So with 19 seconds to go in the first half, Trumbull will take possession of the ball just outside of its own 10-yard line. Foster's limping off the field. Just a short swing pass to the left, but Trumbull really has Glastonbury scouted well. Vadas undoubtedly will just hold the ball.
Third, any time in the future, it's third and
Less than 10 seconds to play in the first half. Vadas just goes down with the ball. That should be the last play of the first half.
24, 83, no fly.
And that's the end of the first half. Trumbull takes the lead 14-7 at the end of one half. Actually, thank heavens for small favors. The way Trumbull started out, or should I say as lethargically as Glastonbury started out, the score could have been much higher. Glastonbury definitely pulled itself up by his bootstraps in the second quarter. The score is now 14-7, and Glastonbury has been threatening the last couple of times it's had possession of the ball. It's important to get in there at halftime, regroup, establish with the offensive line that they can move the ball and that the defensive line can stop Trumbull. There's absolutely no magic to Trumbull's offense. They're simply going off tackle with either Goldman or Brown. A couple of passes by Vadas. Vadas has only run the ball once. Now, the Glastonbury offensive line started to establish its own prowess and was moving Trumbull around in the second quarter. If that continues, it'll be a good afternoon. It's 14-7 right now at halftime. With me right now is veteran sports writer Woody Anderson from the Hartford Current. Woody's been kind enough to come on at halftime, spend a few minutes with us, and give us his observations. This way we know what's going on even before it gets into the newspaper. Now, Woody, what are your observations in regards to the first half?
Well, it seems that the team going with the wind has obviously the better of it. Glastonbury in the first quarter was against the wind. They had punting problems. They had 3 punts, less than 30 yards, and once it set up Trumbull for a pretty good field position, and also Jacoby was just a little off on his passing, just a little touch, and the one that got intercepted really was a good play by the Trumbull defensive back. He kind of took it out of the guy's arms and bobbled it and grabbed it in midair.
Well, Trumbull obviously has Glastonbury well scouted because the Glastonbury offense, you've seen them play before. They've got a multi-offense. They run the ball well. They throw the ball well. But no question they seem to have
Trumbull has already left its calling card on Glastonbury's outside running game. Glastonbury, you're not going to run outside on today. Foster's going nowhere. And they're pinching down, and the backers and the defensive end are just doing it. There's nothing outside for Glastonbury in the first half. So it's either got to be up the gut with Hill or try to get the passing game going. But now, one of these next quarters, Glastonbury again is going to be against the wind, and they're down by 7. They really had to get the tying touchdown at halftime, before half.
I think that's a good point. I think that with the fact that we were down on about the 20-yard line at Trumbull and we were unable to score, if we'd gone in at halftime 14 up, obviously Trumbull will maintain the momentum going into the second half. These two fellas from Trumbull, there's nothing magic about Trumbull's offense. Vadas obviously is a capable quarterback. He just simply hands off to either Brown or Goldman, and these two kids are picking up 3-4 yards at a clip.
Yeah, they're bopping the linemen out of the way, and they're second effort, and they're reaching, they're scratching for extra yardage, and they just seem to have a little more oomph to them. And the footing's not good. I know the footing at one point really hurt McKeon on the return. He slipped down on the 4, and that you can't have. Trumbull's shown you can't give them an opportunity to jump on you like that. You can't get in bad field position because they're just not going to let you up. And
yeah, it doesn't appear that it's going to be a high-scoring game. The Trumbull's size, of course, it's difficult up here to actually determine the size of the players. All we really have of the program. But Trumbull's size obviously did play a role, at least in the first quarter, because I haven't seen the Glastonbury, not that Glastonbury's that large, but I haven't seen them pushed around on the line all year as they've been pushed around today.
Right. Well, the program has Trumbull with 14 200-pounders, and Glastonbury has 8. So I don't know, and the score is 14-7. That's
well, next time I'll read the program too, just like you. Now, what do you think each team has to do? Now, Trumbull's in a position where they're up 14-7, but I don't think there's any question that Glastonbury's had more momentum in the second quarter. What does Trumbull have to do in the second half to keep its lead, increase its lead, to win this championship?
Just what they've been doing. They're going to give Brown the ball. They're going to give
that fella Goldman
the ball. They're going to say, "Here we go. We're coming at you. Stop us." Glastonbury hasn't yet proved they can stop them from a sustained drive, so they'll keep it on the ground. And Vadas showed me in a couple times on a keeper some good speed and some smarts on picking his holes, and I think that could be another option that could help their running attack. I don't know what Vadas can do passing, but he does. They may or may not need that option.
I was just going to say, unless somebody can figure out how to stop Brown and Goldman, I don't know. Right. Vadas has thrown 2 passes, slant in early, and then he tried to go outside. Now, from Glastonbury's perspective, what does Frank Hauser have to tell his kids at halftime to get them to come back out, regain the lead, and win their second consecutive championship?
Well, I think they may have to go to a shorter passing game. I know Jacoby likes to get it downfield. I think he's got to get under the linebackers a little bit and throw outside, maybe a couple to Hill, a couple of screen passes. I didn't see a draw play the first half. I think you've got to do just mix it up just a little bit to keep Trumbull off guard a little bit.
That's an excellent point. Actually, Glastonbury, as you know, runs that semi-rollout, or what they call the waggle pass.
Right.
And they really have had success this year, not only hitting the drag man Trzynski, who's a good tight end, and McKeon deep, but you're right. They have hit either Hill or Bowman coming out of the backfield, and your observations are obviously correct. There haven't been any of those short passes this afternoon at all. Just one point, I was just notified that with 2 minutes left to play in the first half, Lyman Hall 22, Middletown 6.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, Lyman Hall has 24 players on the team, and everybody plays 2 ways, and they've had just a unbelievable, one of those great, surprising, unexpected years. And to do that to Middletown, who has the best quickness of any team in the state per position, and in Middletown they've got a running back that averages 10 yards a carry, and the quarterback averages 25 yards a throw, a completion. And to do that in the first half is, I don't know. That's hard to believe.
Well, we really appreciated the coverage that the Hartford Courant has given the Scholastic teams this year. There's obviously some friendly jousting going on in terms of who should be number 1 and who shouldn't be number 1, but that's part of what makes it all fun. Woody, thank you very much for coming on at halftime. Continued success in your career, and let's hope Glastonbury picks it up in the second half.
Thank you, Pat.
Okay, thanks, Woody.
Good. Hey.
If we get a screen test, I'll let you know. Glastonbury's team comes back on the field preliminarily to starting the second half. The first half statistics are very revealing. These are unofficial, of course. Larry Maloney has been keeping the stats for us, but he's been very conscientious about it, and I doubt there's much different on the official stats. Foster's carried the ball 4 times for a -2 yards. Hill has carried the ball 9 times for 20 yards. Bowman 1 time for a -3, and Jacoby's been sacked for minus yardage. Now, what that should tell us is that the best play for Glastonbury in the first half has been off tackle. If Glastonbury can lead through with either Corey Foster hitting the block, or, because Corey's not that big physically, putting Rich Bowman in there to lead the blocking off of tackle, then that might open up more yardage. Clearly, the outside game is not available to Glastonbury. I presume that's because of the condition of the field. It obviously is slippery. Now, as far as the passing is concerned, Seth has thrown more passes today than he might normally throw. But the wind has definitely been a factor. Seth has thrown, by our statistics, 12 times. He's completed 6. He's passed for over 100 yards. Larry has him at 106 with 1 intercept. But the wind definitely is a factor. The other thing is that Trzynski has at least double coverage every time he's coming out of the backfield. McKeon has single coverage, so he's had a couple of good receptions. The wind definitely will affect the long pass if we're going against the wind, obviously. The one pass play that Glastonbury has not run thus far is the same pattern where McKeon goes deep. Trzynski, the drag man, comes across left to right or right to left, depending upon the side McKeon's on. And then the fullback, be it Hill or Bowman, just simply slips out of the backfield out into the short flat. Now, with the footing being the way it is, Seth has trouble setting up for a long pass. Trzynski has had excellent coverage on him, and it's to Mark's credit, obviously, that he has managed to catch one for a touchdown. But it might very well be that Glastonbury will go to a shorter passing game in the second half. After all, they're only down 7 points, and there's a lot of time to play. So it's not a situation where Glastonbury has to catch up all at once. As far as receiving is concerned, there's been 2 passes, 2 swing passes to Corey Foster, but because of the lack of footing, and also giving Trumbull full credit, the way that Goldman and Brown cover on defense, Corey's gained a total of 5 yards on those 2 receptions. Trzynski's had 2 receptions for 38 yards, and Kevin McKeon has had 2 receptions for 63 yards. So Kevin, everything keys off of Kevin, as it has all year long. Seth looks to Kevin and then back to Mark. Mark is bigger and stronger, and obviously is a better target. As far as defensively, Glastonbury initially was getting pushed all over the field by the bigger and stronger offensive line from Trumbull. Initially, Scotty Babin appeared to be making most of the tackles from his linebacker position, but obviously if your linebacker is making most of your tackles, then that means they've already gained 3 or 4 yards. Lee Hieronymus has played a good game thus far. He's gotten 5 tackles. Kirby Erlinson's played a nice game at defensive end, rather. But again, in a couple of those tackles, Kirby was making the tackle, for instance, a couple of times back with Mike Zimmerman in the defensive backfield. Finnick Carroll's played another good game, pound for pound. He's an excellent tackler. Mike Zimmerman's had a couple of tackles. Rodriguez and Egan have had a couple. Bill Egan have had a couple of tackles. But in order for Glastonbury to get back into the game, the offensive line has got to be positive that it can hold its own with the Trumbull defensive line. They definitely showed their composure in the second quarter. It's too bad we did not score late in the second quarter. We were down about the 20-yard line, but there's no reason that with adequate field position we cannot continue to drive the ball. On the other side of the ball, the Glastonbury defensive line has got to neutralize Trumbull's offensive line. Now, that may be asking a little bit, or quite a bit, since Trumbull is bigger and stronger. But Glastonbury should be able to offset that with its quickness. The problem with the footing is that with the straight-ahead carries by Goldman and Brown, they're simply getting 3 or 4 yards because the bigger, stronger Trumbull line is neutralizing the Glastonbury line. Therefore, the linebackers are having to make most of the tackles. Now, turnovers really haven't played too big a part here. Kevin McKeon's turnover was big, obviously. He had an intercept, brought it back for 27 yards, and that was an important play for us. Jacoby's been intercepted once, but that actually was a result of excellent coverage by Trumbull. It was not a bad pass by Jacoby. McKeon was out there, but it was excellent coverage. Trumbull obviously comes from a strong conference. They've shown that they're not going to give up many points. As I indicated to you early in the game, Trumbull has only given up 65 points all year, so they're not going to give up a lot of points. And although Glastonbury coming into today's game had given up 139 points, you have to remember that a lot of those points were given up late in the game when Glastonbury had already blown out their opponents and the JVs were playing. Glastonbury's defense has had problems early in several games this year. They had problems with Platt, where they fell behind 2 touchdowns to none. They had problems with Hall, where they fell behind. Matt Rodriguez had a big interception in that game, which turned it around. Also, the safety in the Hall game was a key factor in turning the momentum around. We had trouble in the South Windsor game early in the contest when South Windsor broke early for a very long gain. So it's not unusual for Glastonbury's defense to show its elasticity in the sense that it gives early. But they are coming back. They did appear to play very strong in the second quarter. I would not be a bit surprised if a turnover or two turn out to be a big factor in the outcome of this game. Thus far, the turnovers have not played too important a role. Obviously, sitting up here, we're not sure what Coach Hauser had to say at halftime, but I would be looking in the second half to see more of Bowman in the offensive backfield as a blocker. Not because Foster's played a bad game, he hasn't, but his speed is neutralized, unfortunately, by the condition of the field, and he's a bigger, stronger player than Corey. And I also feel that we'll probably go to a shorter passing game. Now, in the second half, Trumbull will receive the ball. Glastonbury will kick off, and Glastonbury, because the wind is a factor, Glastonbury will have the wind in the third quarter. So, let's see if G. Berry can overcome the adversity of the first half. They're striving to obtain their second straight Class LL championship. They've obviously got their work cut out for them. Trumbull isn't going to show them anything fancy. They're just going to come right at them with Goldman and Brown. Nobody else has carried the ball except for the quarterback on one option play. So there isn't anything fancy that's going to happen in the second half. Glastonbury's multifaceted offense has been slowed down by the conditions of the field, by the size of the Trumbull squad, and the fact that the Trumbull line in the first quarter handled the offensive and defensive line of Glastonbury. The momentum, if anything, has swung to Glastonbury, or did swing to Glastonbury in the second quarter, and we'll just have to see if it can continue. So here we go. 12 minutes to play, third quarter, 24 minutes to the end of the game. Let's see who's going to win the state championship. Kevin McKeon to kick off. They break it all the way on the opening touchdown, opening kickoff, all the way.
Everybody.
Tom Getzloff, touchdown Trumbull.
That's their cornerback. He should be tired.
Trumbull just keeps coming at you.
Frank, they go middle every time. Next time they kick off.
13 seconds, 6 points, going for 7. Kick is good. Vadas kicks his 3rd extra point. 21-7. Just straight up the gut. Getzlaf took the kickoff. It was a short kickoff. Never touched. Kevin McKean and Corey Foster are deep for G-Berry.
Frank, after we score and we kick off, have them top it. When we score and kick off again, have them top it. He's not driving the ball well.
Vadas to kick off for Trumbull. Come on, Corey, run it back. Kick is deep, not deep enough, rather, to Will Hill. Will's out to about the 25-yard line. Chappelle makes the stop for Trumbull. First and 10, G-Berry on its own 26-yard line.
Go to the short side.
Long count. Foster outside.
He's going. He's going. He's going. He's going.
Corey Foster. He slips down. Corey Foster slips down. It was a fine run by Corey, but that had 6 points written all over it. 20-yard gain. Oh, but for a dry field. Come on, Tomahawks.
He's down the side. It's easy to see.
Inside to Hill. Foster leading the blocking. Musavian makes a stop for Trumbull. Corey's obviously hurting a little bit. Gain of, looks like a long 3, 2nd and 7.
Frank, Corey makes yardage. No contact. They're going to him. If Corey makes yardage, we're going to count it crisscross. They're going to have to go to us.
Same play to Foster outside. Flag is down. Flag is down.
Look where tell them to look where the yard marker is, will you?
Preliminary call against G-Berry, it looks like. Clipping call.
We can't have that call.
County crisscross.
We're going to make that call. You can't run the offense.
Now's the time. It'll be second. Come back and county crisscross.
Ball brought back to G-Berry's 33-yard line. Second down. Second and a city block. Jacoby inside handoff to Finnecaro. Finicaro gets back about 8. Brown with the tackle for Trumbull. Finicaro, Mark is playing for Scotty Babin with the sprained ankle. Nice carry by Mark. Third and about 16.
He's taking too long to get in, Frank.
G. Berry looks very slow coming out of that huddle. Very slow. Quick pitch to Corey. Allen with the tackle for Trumbull. Just a gain of a couple. Bringing up 4th down. Trumbull's line very quick. Very quick.
It's too loose.
Sean Fay goes back in punting formation.
Need some kind of break. Get a fumble. Get it off.
Nothing.
Fay's punt almost blocked. Ball's going to roll down about the 20-yard line, but guess what? There's a penalty, and it looks like it's going to be against Trumbull, roughing the punter. It's automatic. If it is roughing the punter, it'll be an automatic first down. Be a personal foul.
Oh, wait a minute. It'll be 4th and 1.
Automatic, that's on.
I don't think so.
Let's say hit and go.
At least we hope it's an automatic first down.
You better hope it is, because if you look at the,
Sorry?
No, it's first.
if you look at the thing,
It's the first. It's the first inning.
First down. It's the kind of break we were talking about. Now let's see if we can capitalize. First and 10, G. Berry, just inside Trumbull's 45-yard line. Glastonbury's with the wind, 8:48 left to play in the third quarter. Got to make something happen while we've got the wind. Officials call time, reset everything. Trumbull coach is out there talking to the referees, and I suspect he wants to know why it's an automatic first down.
that time, not much, like about 6 yards.
Be that as it may, it is first down.
It's 4th and 14 anyway.
All the way. It's a touchdown.
Here's Kobe back. Hitch and go to Kevin McKeon. Brown on the coverage, incomplete. Jacoby got pounded pretty good by 2 Trumbull players coming in. They continue to handle that offensive line.
Keep pass, hit the halfback. Left.
2nd and 10.
Get impatient.
Kevin is drawing single coverage.
Counter trap.
Any type of if there's ever an opportunity to complete to Kevin, one-on-one coverage is maximum for us. Oh, Scotty Babin is back in. He's in motion.
Yep. Oh, he held it.
Pass incomplete. Pass intended for Michael Vandell. Brown once again on the coverage. Third and 10. McKeon brings the play back in from the bench. 8:34 to go in the third quarter. McKeon wide left. 3rd and 10. Jacoby with the draw. Draw play, Wilfred Hill. Wilfred Hill. First down, Wilfred Hill.
Cooper on the tackle.
Great call. Cooper on the tackle for Trumbull. 22-yard carry, Will Hill. Come on, Tomahawks.
Good call.
23-yard line. Good call from the bench. 1st and 10. 8:18 and counting to play. Third quarter.
These are close.
Looks like a procedure call. Dead ball fall against G-Berry. Now makes it 1st and 15. Ball comes out to about the 28-yard line. Something bad about that 20-yard line. Every time we get near it, we get back.
Frank, he is jogging in there. Jesus. Tell Kevin, Frank. Tell Kevin.
Seth brings him up again. 1st and 15. Seth out to Kevin. Ball reception inside the 20-yard line. Mike Brown on the tackle. If they're going to single cover McKeon all day long, that's the guy we should throw to. I will say McKeon is running slowly, though. I don't know whether it's just the cold or he's got an injury. Second and about 4. Movement in the Glastonbury line. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Second and about 10. We don't like that 20-yard line today for some reason. Glastonbury had actually gone into a new formation on that last play. Quick count. Out to McKeon again. McKeon drives. Out of bounds inside the 10. There's no way that they can stop Kevin McKeon one-on-one. Impossible. Gutzloff on the stop for Trumbull. First and goal from the 9. 6:47 to go in this third quarter. If Kevin can stay in one piece, he'll have a field day the second half. Quick handoff, Wilfred Hill up the middle. Not much, not much. His defensive line is just too big and too strong, apparently.
Goldman is Kenfield.
Kenfield and Goldman again on the stop.
2-yard gain.
Second and 8. Second and goal from the 7-yard line.
Put some fire in it today.
Kevin goes wide left again.
Burn him in the corner. Burn him in the corner.
Babin in motion left. Counter.
Play.
Nowhere. 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 Flag on the play. Flag on the play. Let's see. Looks to me like maybe a face mask. What do you say, Zebras? Haven't seen the call yet, but Trumbull doesn't like it, whatever it is. Face mask penalty. Talking to Seth. Half the distance to the goal.
Listen to have a card.
Yep.
Frank.
That's no carry.
Just outside the 3-yard line.
2 or 1. Going for 2 or going for 1. Okay. Yeah.
Come on, G-Berry. Pound it in. Hold on to that ball. Hill.
He's close.
Down near the goal line, down near the goal line. They give it. All right, G-Berry. Wilfred Hill.
Check it up.
Dietrich and Rodriguez with the blocks.
Check it up.
5:44 left to play. Third quarter. G-Berry down by 8. McKeon in to attempt the extra point.
Make sure you get on the key and doesn't kick the ball down the field. Get a strip.
Vandell will hold.
You got to strip the kickoff. He knows what you're talking about.
It's good.
Kick is up. It is good. 5:44 left to play in the third quarter. This game's going to go right down to the finish, guarantee you. 21-14, Trumbull. Need a break here. They just announced the halftime score of the Class M championship game. Lyman Hall 22, Middletown 13. Glastonbury has trailed Middletown all year long in that popularity poll, the coaches poll in the Hartford Courant. Obviously, the winner, if Glastonbury comes back to win this ball game and Middletown loses to Lyman Hall, they'll be number one. That's all mythical, however. We're playing for a state championship here, period. McCann to kick off.
The other thing he said was 90 key pass hit the motion man all on the tight end.
Getzloff and Brown deep. Somebody hit somebody. McCann just drove the ball. Doesn't look like much, but they won't run it back either. Now it's up to the defense. The defense has got to force something here. It's got to make something happen. Hold them on 3 downs or force a fumble or something. Like to keep that wind. 5:27 left to go in the third quarter. That wind is important to our passing game. Trumbull starts on its own 39-yard line. So what's new? Brown and Goldman. Oh no, wishbone, wishbone. Second time today they've run the wishbone. Give us to Brown. That kid drives. He does drive. Off right tackle. Trumbull's just going to come right at him.
Looks like Rodriguez.
Babin and Rodriguez.
Scotty Babin and Matt Rodriguez on the stop. Again, it's the linebackers making the stop. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3. Ball moved beyond the 41-yard line of Trumbull. Come back out in the wishbone again. Oh, there's a fumble. There's a fumble. Ball bounced right up to Mark Finicaro. He was the most surprised guy in the park to see it. All right, Mark, that's all right. The fates are getting closer. They're getting closer. 3rd down. This is the only down that Vadas has passed on. He likes to pass on 3rd down, but he's back in the wishbone.
They're not going to come outside.
Gives it to Brown over the right side. And they're there. Scotty Babin. Michael Vandell. All right, 4th down. Defense did its job.
Frank, the shift. Tell them about the shift.
What's the fake again? You can field position.
Now, Trumbull did run a punt, a fake punt the last time they had the ball, but that was only for short yardage. They only needed about a yard. They lined up in the same formation, however.
Fake it again. Field position.
This time, though, Glastonbury does send Foster deep. Vadas does get the ball, and Vadas does make the punt. Foster calls for a fair catch and does make the catch. All right, G-Berry takes over, 1st and 10 on about its own 22-yard line. 3:20 to go in the third quarter.
Hustle, man. Hustle.
Here we go, big series.
Stunt. Did it come with a stunt? Should be open.
He's going to blitz. 33 is blitzing.
Finicaro in motion.
Pick it up. He's open. Throw it to him.
Throw it. Run it. Give it Mentor. Oh,
Too late.
Jacoby's pass intended for Mike Vandell, incomplete.
Brown? Yeah.
Brown on the coverage.
He was.
Pass incomplete. There's a it appears to be a penalty down, and they could very well have been holding Trzynski coming out of the backfield. Coming out of the line, rather. Trumbull doesn't like the call, so it looks like a hold, defensive hold. They've been shadowing Mark Tuff all afternoon.
First down.
First and 10, G-Berry.
That pass nullified now?
There it is.
Will Hill.
He ran it wide. Ran a little too wide.
Cutting inside. Gain of 3 or 4.
The end is no factor. It is. The end was taken out by this man easily.
Second and about 7. Vida made the stop for Trumbull. That Trumbull line has been making the tackles. No question about it. Kevin McKeon comes wide right. They've got Bowman in the backfield for Corey Foster. Quick pass to Kevin. He's got it again. Oh, he dropped the ball. Oh, no. Did they call fumble?
Oh, incomplete.
No, the referee's not sure. Big call here. Big call. Was that a completed pass and a fumble or incomplete?
He's going to give it to him. I don't believe it. Yes,
And they did. They called a completed pass. Fumble by McKeon. Trumbull's recovery. Very, very close call by the referee. Need a turnover. Trumbull takes over inside Glastonbury's territory. First and 10, about Glastonbury's 46-yard line.
Right, you gotta go 6'5", right there. You gotta go 6'5".
Kevin doesn't drop many of them. It's very, very cold out there.
No ball on the field yet.
They haven't thrown the ball yet.
2:31 to go in the third quarter. Trumbull comes back out in the wishbone. They're just going to come right at Glastonbury.
go 6'5". I can't let it straight.
Sweep right. Followed by George. 4 yards.
Bottas carries the ball himself.
Babin and Hill.
Hill and Babin on the stop. Second and about 6 yards to go. Just inside the 42-yard line of G-Berry. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Trumbull not in any hurry.
Frank.
They've got the cards right now.
Until he gets his man in.
Straight hand off to Brown.
Okay, nice.
Mark Finicaro. Nice tackle by Mark.
3rd and 3, same defense.
Big play here. Big play here. 3rd and a long 3. Ball just inside Glastonbury's 40-yard line.
4 down territory. That's what they should be taking anyway.
They like that wishbone in the second half. Counter.
Short. Shorty on.
Mark Finicaro again on the tackle. Depends on the spot. Does appear to be 4th down, however. 4th and short. 4th and about 1. Less than a minute to play in the third quarter. Wouldn't be surprised to see Vadas just keeping himself.
Quarterback sneak.
Come up on the line.
Oh, what a hit. My goodness sakes. Referee's going to spot the ball. Let's see what he does with it.
I didn't see that.
This sure doesn't look like a first down.
It's not even close.
That's the first time Glastonbury's defensive line has met the back at the line.
Who made that play?
Richie Bowman. Glastonbury takes over.
Big play. Richie.
Half a minute to go in the third quarter. 21-14 Trumbull.
Right? Next play. How about left? 181, keep pass opposite.
McKeon wide left.
Square in. Left 181, keep pass opposite. It's going to be over. I'll tell you what, it's going to be over.
Jacoby with the waggle to the right.
Look at that fake.
Mark Finnecarroll with the reception. Finnecarroll trying hard, stays on his feet, drives down about the 30-yard line. Mark Finnecarroll.
Where's the flag? Flag.
Flag down in the backfield.
Can't stand, he's picking it up.
Keep pass.
Referee's coming back to where the ball is. It's got to be against Trumbull.
Right, 989.
That's the short pass we were talking about to the back coming out of the backfield.
28 yards.
28-yard reception to Finnecarroll. Completion, rather, from Jacoby to Finnecarroll.
Yeah.
They've got Trzynski so well covered.
The down block, you know, can't block him.
14 seconds to go in the in the third quarter. Ball just outside the 30-yard line. A fine run by Mark Finnecarroll. Mark has not played much offense this year.
Okay, Frank, after this down,
Clock is running. Will they get the play off? 9, 8, 7. He gets the play off. Corey Foster wide. Penalty on the play. Nothing to look at.
I just hurt you again.
Hold on, Rodriguez.
That's on the line of scrimmage, Frank. Yes, it is.
Penalty probably will go against G-Berry.
Left. 181, keep pass opposite. Yep. The 77 goes out.
Appears to be a block, and when Jacoby rolls out either way, one of the Glastonbury offensive linemen is pulling out. The same thing with Foster when he goes wide, and that's the third or fourth call they've had, either against a guard or a tackle on either an offensive hold or a clipping penalty. Referees appear to be looking for that call at this point, and it's a clipping call against G-Berry.
Do it.